Is your niche the top 5 on Pinterest? That's what I'm going to tell you today, is the top 5 niches on Pinterest that are crushing it right now. And frankly, they've kind of crushed it for years. I am Kate All. I am the owner of Simple Pin Media. We are a Pinterest marketing and management agency. We help you crush it at Pinterest so you can grow your business. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Here are the top 5. Home decor, DIY and crafts, food and drink, fashion and beauty, and travel. All right, let's break down each one. So home decor, why does it do well on Pinterest? Well, I was actually at my dentist's office the other day and the woman said, "Hey, what do you do for a job?" And I said, "Well, I run a Pinterest marketing agency." And she was like, "I love Pinterest. I just completely redid my bedroom and I used everything on Pinterest." It was the first place that she went to get inspiration for her home. And today I'm recording in Tabby's new beautiful home, and she used Pinterest a ton for inspiration. Home decor planners on Pinterest are kind of like, picture them walking into a store and they grab 20 pillows and they put it all into their cart. They're not going to buy all 20, but they want all the options. So once they get to the time when they're ready to build, design their bedroom, or redo whatever in their house, they go through their cart and they pick out which ones they don't want and they settle on which ones they do. There really isn't another place on the interwebs that is as effective at planning for a design than Pinterest, because you can see everything. You can see what it looks like in the context of a house. You can see it up close. There's so many options that it feels limitless for people. So if your business is in the home decor space, start searching on Pinterest right away to see what it is people are looking for that will lead them towards your products or even your design services. I think this is one of the most, underrated and maybe overlooked ways that people can use Pinterest is by finding designers on Pinterest, finding people that are local to your area or maybe even offer online help too. Let's say I find a great designer in New York who I keep coming across her stuff on Pinterest. What if I just hired her for an hour to do some consulting? People do that so much. So don't discount that if that's your type of business. Utilize Pinterest in the best way you can to get into that home decor niche. The second top niche is DIY and crafts. So it's no surprise that there are DIYers out there who want to either create something on a budget or they just want to create it themselves. I am one of those people. I know that I could probably go buy like a butcher block somewhere. I could get it on Amazon. It'd be so great. But I also know that I have this really great hookup with getting super cool wood. So why not create my own? That's my own way to do my own DIY. Then we think of not just how that works for ourselves, but what about for kids? What about for classrooms? What about for kids who are doing like therapy projects or whatever it might be? The possibilities are endless when it comes to DIY and crafts. And you do have to kind of separate those out. Crafts tend to be something that you're going to either do as you want to make a living off of them, or you want to do them with kids, or it's more you're creating something, as opposed to DIY could even fall into the category of I want to create my own fire pit. So go onto Pinterest, search around, and see what people are looking for so you can begin to create content in that bucket. Food and drink. Now, I'm going to argue that I think this should be number 1, but it's number 3 on our list. So just know that these are not ranked in any particular order. These are just the top 5 of things that people search. Every holiday has a food and drink element. Every day has a food and drink element. Every party does. And when you think about food and drink, one of the things that's important for you to recognize is that there's so many different types of people that want different types of food and drink. So you might want the quick and easy, give me 5 ingredient, 15-minute dinner. Or you might want the 40 ingredient, I have to go to Whole Foods and spend $1 million and it's so beautiful and labor intensive and you really hope it's good type of person that's looking for their meal. Or you have somebody who's looking for a special cocktail or a mocktail. There are so many options, especially when you get to vegan, gluten-free, anti-inflammatory. The options are endless. So if your business is in the food and drink space, whether you're creating recipes from scratch or you're a small consumer brand. I can't stress this enough that if you have something like a pasta brand, get your business on Pinterest, get the verified merchant program, get it connected to your shop so that if people come across your particular, I'll say chocolate, it's vegan, it's paleo, whatever it is, they can easily purchase that when they're on Pinterest. So don't overlook it if you are a brand that sells food products and you think Pinterest is just for recipes. It is absolutely not. And by the way, tip for you, a really great way to collaborate to get your content seen is work with those food creators to have them use your product in their recipe, and it gets even more reach on Pinterest. Fashion and beauty is on the list too, of course, because there are so many people who wake up in the morning and say, I do not know what to wear and I can no longer wear my pandemic pants anymore. It is time to make myself look cute. So even here's an example. Just the other day, as you can tell, I'm growing out my gray hair. I wanted to see what looked good. What were the colors that I was gonna wear? Because as you can tell, dark hair to gray hair is quite the contrast. So I need to know what colors I can expect to wear once my hair is fully gray. So I went to Pinterest and it gave me so many options, and then it started taking me down the rabbit trail of makeup and all these other things. So fashion and beauty go together hand in hand. While I was interested in looking at the colors of clothes for gray hair, it led me to how to do my makeup with gray hair and a few other things. So just know that people are searching for outfit inspiration, makeup inspiration, and Pinterest has this super cool tool with try on. I don't know if I trust it yet, but if you want to try on lipsticks, if you want to try on any kind of blush, you can, or eyeshadow, you can go onto your phone, you can take a picture, and you can hit try on. It like pops up if you search for like lipstick, and you can see what the lipstick will look like on you. If you do that, comment below. I want to know how it worked out for you. Last is travel. Travel is making a comeback like no other. This last Thanksgiving here in the US in 2023, we saw our highest travel days we have seen since 2019. That is amazing. That means people are ready to get out there, ready to explore. That can be anything from road trips, staycations, long haul travel, living abroad, digital nomads. There are so many options when it comes to travel. So don't just think of it as the wanderlust pictures of the beautiful waterfall and then nobody's going to click on it. No, people are really looking for places to eat, places to visit. I planned a trip to Portugal last May, and I was going with a friend, and the first thing we did, we created a Pinterest board together. And then we started pinning all these really great blog posts we had found from travelers who had already been to Portugal, whether it was their itineraries, the places they said not to miss. And by the end, we had at least 50 or 60 pins. And then when we were on the trip, we opened up our Pinterest board and we went to that particular article, and then we visited the place that that person recommended. So travel on Pinterest is growing tremendously. You absolutely need to use it if you're in the travel niche. Okay, that's it. Let me do a recap for you in case you missed it. We've got home decor, DIY and crafts, food and drink, fashion, beauty, and travel. And guess what? We have Canva Pinterest templates that go along with each one of those niches. We created them because we've worked with clients that have been in all these verticals. And as we've created images for them, what we've learned is what works and what doesn't work. So click the link below in the description. You'll see each one titled for you, so you don't have to think about, is it food blogger, is it travel, whatever it is. Just click the link below in the description and go grab those so that you can get even more inspiration for getting your content on Pinterest in the most effective way. Again, don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more Pinterest tips.